Jai Shri Ram. Text completion exercise number 4. Okay. The group's new album, rather than dash the clues provided by their previous record, actually dash its prior intimations. Now, actually is always used to indicate a contrast. He is very, very wealthy, comma. Actually, he inherited everything. He didn't work and earn that. So actually is now indicating a contrast. So please remember, don't misuse this word. There are many people who use this word very casually. That's a verbal tick. Utapadam. Utapadam ki English equivalent enti verbal tick. VERBALTIC. A tick actually is a small insect. Tick also means nervous movements of the body or the face. Some people who suffer from certain deficiencies, they have this constant uncontrolled spasmic movement of the facial muscles and body. So that's called a tick. Now verbal tick is also a very interesting phrase. That means people don't even realize that they're using these words. For example, people keep saying like. In one sentence there will be so many. Within a few minutes they'll use this word like. Some people say you see, you guess, I mean. So these are irritating things. Please stop using that. You will sound like an idiot if you do that. Actually, it means that you don't have a good vocabulary or you're not confident. So please stop using this silly verbal ticks. Telugulo Utapadamu. So okay. Now the group's new album, rather than dash the clues provided by their previous record, actually dash its prior intimations. Now intimation means information given to somebody, or maybe a hint in a hint form, or maybe briefly communicated. Making one's discernment. Discernment means to know, to judge, to see the nuance, to notice even slight differences, to have an insight into something. Okay, so discernment means judgment, sense of judgment, knowing what is good in the long run and going for that. Making one's discernment of the message. Now discernment here would mean knowing what the message is. Making one's discernment of their message more dash than before. Okay, so now let's look at the words. Blank one, clarify, enshrouding, conceal. Enshroud means to conceal. Shroud is the piece of cloth that is used to cover the dead body. So enshrouding implied meaning is concealing, covering up, dachipettadam. And elucidate. Lucid means simple, clear, lucid writing. So elucidate means to explain and make it simple and easy to understand. Enfold and enshroud are synonyms. Enfold means cover up, to envelop. Muddled, confused. Explicate, explain in great detail. Blank 3, grotesque, ugly, UGLY, ugly. If we start growing a tusk, then we will all look ugly. So that's a mnemonic for you. Now I am going to give you the answer. Therefore, please start working. Pause the video now. Pause the video now. Rather than enshrouding, rather than clarifying, okay, what will we go for? Actually making the discernment of the message more. Okay, now you need to spend some time thinking. Then you rather than indicates a contrast. Rather than always is used to indicate a contrast. Clues actually dash its prior intimations, making one's discernment of the message more dash than before. Actually, if you look at the third blank, negative and grotesque don't make any sense. So the third blank has to be clear only. See, sometimes when things are not clear, you will have to look for which blank is easy to crack. I think here the third blank is easy to crack, because the sentence can go this way and that. Is it becoming difficult to discern the message, or is it becoming easier to discern the message, is the question you should be asking yourself when you are dealing with this. So third blank, negative and grotesque don't fit in at all. We are not talking about the negativity or positivity of the message. So the word third blank has to be clear. So making one's discernment of their message more clear than before. Making one's now, rather than enshrouding the clues provided, actually explicates. I think that should be the answer. So rather than enshrouding the clues provided, rather than concealing the proof, actually explicates its prior in making the more clear. I think that's the best combination. Enshroud, explicate, and clear. We'll think about it later. If you still have any questions, okay, we'll go to the next one. The popularity of electronic books will undoubtedly have dash effect on young readers. In addition to inducing children to be more dash with their reading, they will drive parents to purchase more educational books that were not dash in the days when only printed books existed. This is an easy one. Blank 1, deleterious means harmful. Blank 2, indolent, lazy. Blank 2, third word, F, venturesome, adventurous, taking risks. Blank 3, jarring, something that is not matching or causing a shock. Apasruti, incongruous, something that is not going with the other things, other elements in the sentence or whatever. A jarring note, off key. Okay. The popularity of electronic books will undoubtedly have. Now, please pause. Undoubtedly have. Okay, beneficial. First one, easy. Inducing children to be more venturesome. Yeah, children will read this and that, and they will read many other things. And then they will drive parents to purchase educational books that were not available in the days. Okay, I think the third one is available. Katham. That was an easy one. Next. Those who most proclaim their allegiances. Allegiance means loyalty. Loyalty. Credo, motto. Satyameva Jayate is our national motto. Credo. And by doing to seek to claim the dash. Okay, I'm going to read again. Those who most proclaim, announce publicly their allegiances and credos, and doing so seek to claim the dash of conviction, firm belief, that often seems so tantalizingly accessible to the uninitiated. Tantalizing, teasing, appearing to be within grasp but actually not so. Accessible to the uninitiated, untrained in the secret knowledge, untrained in the specialized knowledge. Okay, now we'll have to read again. Those who most proclaim their allegiances and credos, and by doing so seek to claim the dash of conviction that often seems so tantalizingly accessible to the uninitiated, might well take heed. Take heed means be cautious. Listen. Heed means listen. Take heed means be cautious of the wisdom that any good truth is worth testing, and that many who speak loudly do so to compensate for dash surety in their own beliefs. This is a good one. Compensate for. Okay. So the third blank is actually ersatz. Okay. Oh, I'm telling you the answer straight away. Okay. Ersatz means fake. Ersatz means fake. So I already told you the third blank, because the sentence is clearly saying that people who don't have any firm conviction, they shout louder. Empty vessels make a lot of noise. So vociferous means very loudly. Plaintive means sad, plaintive song. Subtly means very fine, nuanced. Febrile or febrility means feverish, passionate. Susceptible is vulnerable. That means weak and likely to fall sick or fall prey to stupid ideas. Some people are, very susceptible to stupid ideas and dangerous dogmas. They get carried away. They become extremists and terrorists and all that. Silly fellows. Invulnerable, immune, comprehensive, thorough. Vigorous is energetic. Okay. Those who most, I think the first one is, please pause. First one is alpha. Vociferously, గట్టిగా అరుస్తూ ఉంటారు. Seek to claim the invulnerability. Okay, they think that their conviction is perfect. మిగిలిన వాళ్ళకి అర్థం కాదనమాట. ఎందుకురా వీళ్ళు ఇలాగ ఇంత చెత్త ఉంది ఈ పుస్తకంలో, వీళ్ళు ఎలా నమ్ముతున్నారు అని మనకు అర్థం కాదు. అంటే యాక్చువల్గా ఇంత గట్టిగా అరుస్తున్నాడు అంటే వాడికే కన్విక్షన్ లేదు, ఉన్నట్టు నాటకం చేస్తున్నాడు. సో దే స్పీక్ లౌడ్లీ, డూ సో టు compensate for a fake surety in their own beliefs. It's an ersatz surety. It's not a real surety. Ersatz coffee. Ersatz means fake, artificial, fictitious, factitious, Factitious, mannered, studied patience. A studied interest means artificial, not natural. Please understand, studied, Studied. I studied Bhagavad Gita. That means I read it thoroughly. But that was a verb. That is the past tense of the verb study. But studied adjective, studied patience, a studied elegance. That means not natural elegance. It's a fake, artificial, put on, fictitious, factitious. Ersatz coffee. That means not real coffee. It's some synthetic stuff. Okay. Jai Shri Ram.